They were a big 80s band, but they didn't tour. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. We're talking about the Alan Parsons Project with great albums in the late 70s and 80s. Tales of Mystery and Imagination, my favorite, I, Robot, Pyramid, Eve, The Turn of a Friendly Card, Eye in the Sky, Ammonia Avenue. You can get all those albums right now remastered. There's a brand new box set. The links are in the description or where you can pick it up. And Alan has a brand new album as well called From the New World. Links in the description where you can pick it up. We talk about the 70s and 80s and not touring with Alan Parsons.
Who was it? Someone had once told me that was Eric was the reason you guys didn't tour. Why wasn't the band touring in the 80s?
There was just no interest on Eric's part, and my role was yet to be defined in the live situations. I didn't realize I could play guitar well enough to be the rhythm guitarist, and I really didn't have any aspirations towards singing either. But when we made an album in the mid-90s called Try Anything Once, that all changed, and I was no longer working with Eric for reasons, for non-creative reasons. It was purely a court battle that prevented us working together. I just decided to make an album with the individuals that had been involved in the earlier projects: Ian Benson, Stuart Elliott, Andrew Powell. That album was called Try Anything Once, and then we decided that we would support that record with some live shows. And that was the birth of the Alan Parsons live project, as it were.
Well, with the music thing of you putting out new music as well. I remember when Roger Daltrey a few years ago, and of course they eventually did record some new music. Roger Daltrey said, "Well, no one buys new music anymore." And I remember all my friends were saying, "Yeah, but we want, just because radio doesn't play the new classic rock music, we still want to hear it." What's your take on that? Is there still, because I never understood the Billy Joel thing. I'm going, what do you mean? He says he has music inside of him, but he doesn't release music. But I mean, there's music in your head all the time, I would guess.
Yes, I mean, and I've got a lovely up-to-date studio to record stuff in. I've actually been concentrating more on remixing the past products and live stuff. I mean, playing live and recording live albums and post-producing live albums has taken up a lot of time. I think you're right. People aren't as interested in new music as they used to be, but I'm really pleased to see the upsurge of vinyl, because that means that people are going for quality again, and spending good money, and they don't mind getting up halfway through each album to turn it over.
When you decide to pick a song or write a song or put it together, is there ever a situation where you're thinking of players first, because you're so famous for having a cavalcade of people on your albums? How does that work for you?
I think it's a trademark that I've had over the years to always, as you go from song to song on each album, that you don't hear the same voice twice. You always hear a fresh voice for each song. I mean, having said that, there are repeat performances. Todd Cooper, for example, sings 3 of the songs, one of which is a duet with me, but he's fairly present. But I mean, I love reaching out to famous and semi-famous artists to ask their participation, and it's always I've been blessed with a very positive attitude from just about everybody I've ever contacted to appear on one of my records.
We'll have more from Alan Parsons coming up in the next 2-3 days. This series will also feature older clips from our first interview with Alan about a year ago, and clips from not the most used singer for Alan Parsons, that was Eric Wolfson, Alan Parsons' partner, but Lenny Zakatek, who sang a lot of their popular songs. We talked to him a couple of years ago, and we thought we'd fit some of those clips into this series. He's an amazing singer. That's coming up in the next few days. Make sure you support our channel. You can use the 2 Ps. One is Patreon. You get early access to our videos. Or if you just want to make a donation, there's a PayPal link in the description. Also in the description, links on how you can pick up the new Alan Parsons album, or how you can pick up the Alan Parsons Project box set of all their studio LPs. It's all in the links. Make sure you share our videos on social media. We'd appreciate that. It makes a huge difference. And remember, we read all the comments, like our video, and subscribe to our channel. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music.